Hi, this is Rob Packard from Medical Device Academy, and this is our second YouTube live streaming video. I've had like 4 different takes this morning, so it's better than yesterday where I had to do 32 takes before I could get a single non-live recorded video up and running. But I'm still working out the bugs of our live streaming of our videos. If you're watching this as a recording rather than live, please subscribe and like to our channel. And if you want to be notified of future live streaming videos so you can participate in the conversation and put some information in the chat, please remember to ring the bell for the notifications. This one is going to be really quick. I'm just telling you what we've done this week and what we've got going forward. So number one, we did a new blog this week. It went out a couple days late. I had meant to get it out on Tuesday, so hopefully next Tuesday I am on time. But this week's blog was about labeling changes to your procedure for the MDR. So what changes do you need to make to that procedure in order to have it comply with the MDR? So that was the one big thing we did, and we recorded a video for that, and I forgot the sound, so we had to record it twice. And the next thing that we did this morning, I recorded a training video for one of our clients with one of our summer interns. Shivani Nachani is one of our, she's a summer intern and works for our firm, and she's helping 2 of our different clients. And one of those clients had requested that we help them define in work instruction, what's the difference between indications for use, intended use, and intended purpose. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the term intended purpose, that's actually the term that they use in the MDR. So this sort of has an MDR CE marking theme for this video. Number one, what are we making for updates to the labeling procedure for the MDR? And number 2, what is meant by intended purpose? So if you're interested in one of those 2 topics, you should be able to click on our links in our YouTube channel or read our blog. But the one on changes to the procedure, that's already posted. And the one for intended purpose, that's going to be posted very shortly. We've already recorded it today, so I just need to get a chance to post it this afternoon. But to give you the short answer, intended purpose is a broad level, a high level definition of what is this device used for. Indications for use is much more specific. What disease are we trying to treat, or what are we trying to diagnose, or what is the in vitro diagnostic use of this product? Number 2, who's going to be the user of the product? Is it self-use or is it used by a healthcare professional? Number 3, what part of the body is it going to be used on? Or if it's an in vitro diagnosis, what kind of specimen are you going to be working with? A nasal swab, a throat swab, urine specimen, blood specimen, a capillary blood stick, or a venous puncture? Where are you getting your specimen from? And last but not least, what is the use environment? And is it going to be a sterile device or not a sterile device? Is it used in an operating room or used in a home use environment? Is it ambulatory? So those are all the kinds of things that go into writing a detailed indication for use. But nowhere in the FDA QSR, nowhere in any of the FDA regulations does it use the phrase intended purpose. And nowhere in the European regulations does it use the phrase indications for use. They use intended use. It means the same thing in both contexts. But indications for use is not used by the Europeans, and intended purpose is not used by the US FDA. They mean the same thing. So to make it really simple for you, you can use either one. It's interchangeable. But because the FDA requires that you submit a form that says indication for use, it's Form 3881. That's what you should probably be using unless you're just doing business in Europe. Another thing is, what should we be putting in our label? So a lot of people are like, well, what do I put in my label? Do I put in intended use, or do I put in indications for use, or do I put in both? You only have to put in indications for use, but that's not all you should put in. The other things you should be putting in is, what is the intended patient population? That should be one of the categories in your instruction for use. Another thing that should be in your instruction for use is who the intended users are of the product, and what is the environment of use of your product. Those 3 additional things should be added. So 4 things in total, and you should have headings. It doesn't matter what order, but this is the order I always use. Number 1, indication for use. Number 2, intended patient population. Number 3, intended user. And last, environment of use. Those are the 4 sections you should have. And those happen to be 4 things that the FDA is specifically looking for in your device description in their RTA checklist. So if you don't provide those, you may get an RTA hold. So make sure you have it in your device description. Make sure you have it in your instruction for use. And they have to be identical wording, or they'll say you're inconsistent and give you an RTA hold for not being consistent. So make sure you use the exact same wording, just copy and paste the sections. It has to be in both. And I find a lot of European companies for CE marking, they don't have all 4 of those things. And I find even a lot of companies, they'll have that intended use and indication for use, both in their instruction for use. It's not necessary. You just need indication for use. So that's in a short answer what the differences are. I'm hoping you like the video that we did with Shivani. I think that's much better. We give some examples, we give some pictures, so that really helps people, and we actually cite some of the regulations. So if you want to meet Shivani and see her in the video that we recorded just about an hour ago, please tune into our YouTube channel. That'll be posted later on today. And if you're looking for what are we going to do next for live streaming, next Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, we're going to do another live streaming video. Now I should have all the bugs worked out because I've done this twice now, and I'm back in my home setup. So I should be able to set up just like I did today and give you a live streaming video number 3. But the question is, what's going to be the topic? So what I'm really looking for is some people to give me some feedback on what do you think would be the best topic for next week. This month, we're sort of doing a theme of labeling because we updated our labeling procedure. And to celebrate that, we're doing a half off on our labeling procedure. So if you need a labeling procedure that's updated to the MDR, half off for that. You just type in the discount code in our shopping cart of Alicia, and it's actually indicated in red on that page for the procedure. And every month we'll have a new one. So sometime around July 8th of next year, we'll have a new procedure that we're putting on sale, and we'll have a new topic. But I'm going to try to keep the theme of indications for use and labeling and updates. We may do a little something on implant cards and UDI later on in the month if people are interested in that. But please put comments below on this video and let me know what you're interested in, or put in a question. It doesn't have, we don't want confidential information in the comments, but write a question in there that you want some free consulting, and I'll answer that question. And if it's a really good one, we might even write a blog about it. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day, and see you next week live. Bye.